Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live first. We have got the F1 Miami GP sprint race, live watch along. We just made it. Got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to this too much because I think F1's become a little bit boring. It's probably going to be a Max Verstappen win, let's be honest, unless he has a mechanical or he does something stupid and puts it in the wall. He's not exactly pressed, is he? But I think the starting laps are normally the most exciting. And we'll see what happens, though. We'll give it a chance. Yeah, there's no, makes it even worse, really. No pit stops in the sprint races. Not planned ones, anyway, unless you have. Unless you have something majorly go wrong and you've got to sort of go in, you have no other option. So if you're excited for this, good on you. And fingers crossed, I'm not knocking you. It's just it becomes a bit of a procession. Uh, but we'll see what happens. Let's be optimistic. Could be a cracking race, cracking sprint race, I should say. I'm going to do the qualifying later on tonight as well, qualifying for the main race. So let's give it a good go. Perez is in second place. It's showing in the championship. Verstappen's got 110 points, Perez 85. So maybe last night I was doing him a little bit of a disservice when I did the qualifying. But let's be honest, in the same car, Perez is not going to outrace Max Verstappen. Never, ever, ever. Let us know what you're thinking. Leave us a message in the chat. Don't forget to be kind and please give us a share. Give us a like, a subscribe. Hit the notifications bell, then you can keep up to date with what we've got coming. They're on the formation lap currently. If you've been watching the football today, and you've recorded it, don't panic, I'm not going to say anything about it. Let's hope you got the result you wanted. They're rolling onto the starting grid. By the time Verstappen gets into his grid spot, it takes about 6 hours before the final car gets into position. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but it just feels like that. The weather's looking nice over in Miami. If you're the circuit and you're watching this by any amazing chance, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, let us know in the chat. The tension's building. Looks like there's a really good crowd there, in fairness. Sat in, sat in all that heat haze that's coming off the track with them engines going. Can't be good for the engines, but obviously they prepped for it. So Albon's rolling down pit lane now, so he's got a pit lane start. The lights are coming on. And we're off. Good start from Max Verstappen. He moves across to his right, trying to cut off Leclerc. Does so successfully. Perez tries to come in around the outside. Leclerc's not having any of that. Perez drops a space then. I think Danny Ricks nipped in front of him. It's a yellow flag in sector 1, so Something's occurred. Looks like that could be the winner's been decided already. Lap 1 of 19, Max Verstappen out in front. Leclerc in second place. Fair place for him, he's keeping up with him. Norris is out. I got hit, he just said on his radio. We didn't see it, but somebody's give Lando Norris a clout, and he is out. If you're watching this, let us know in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win. If you think it's going to be anyone different than safety cars out. So it must have been a Furrow shunt. Yeah, on the circuit tracker, Norris is still stuck. He's not moving. Alonso's come over the radio. I have a puncture. I wonder if the two things are related with it, Alonso and Norris. Yeah. We've got the green tractor coming on the track to remove Lando and Norris. Marshals are picking all the debris up off the track. So we've got a safety car at the end of lap 1. Everybody got off to a pretty good start, to be honest. Yeah, Perez, he ran wide trying to get the better of, yeah, Alonso. It looked like Alonso and Norris had a tag at the back. You just saw it there, so that'll be why Alonso's got a puncture. And Norris is facing the wrong way and out. On board now with Alonso from the start. He got a decent enough start. Went to go, oh dear. He just got Alonso's blaming Hamilton, but it was actually Stroll. Then it was a concertina effect. Hamilton on the inside, pushing Alonso out, Stroll out. And the final car on the outside was Lando Norris, unfortunately. Yeah, that was Hamilton's fault. Oh no, Hamilton's saying on his radio there was a gap on the inside, so I went for it. There wasn't that much of a. There was a gap, but you were going about 20 mile an hour too quick. You can't exactly use another car to stop yourself and make sure that you get around the corner, pushing everybody else out wide. Noted incident involving car number 4 at Norris under investigation. Yeah, Ocon served his penalty while the safety cars went on. I didn't know you could do that, but maybe you can. Somebody will know the rules, no doubt. Let us know in the chat. Can you serve your 10-second penalty under a safety car? Good thinking if you can. It doesn't quite seem. I know you'll lose position and what have you, but you're not exactly losing the full 10 seconds, are you? Because you know you're just going to cruise up on the back and. Oh. So we're on lap 3 of 19. We didn't even have one full lap of racing. No further action with the incident with Lewis Hamilton. Everybody's coming into the pits. Yeah, no further action though. So Hamilton comes steaming into the corner, pushes everybody wide. Poor old Lando Norris on the outside, minding his own business, gets spun around facing the wrong way, and he's out of the race. Don't seem right somehow. But there you go. The stewards know more than me. What would you have done? Hamilton, does he deserve a penalty or not? Personally, yeah. Personally, safety car's ending. Did everybody go through? Why did everybody go through the pits? Or was I missing something then? Showing some singer in the pit lane. She's doing a bit of pouting, as they do. Let's get back to the racing. So, yeah, 3 laps gone of 19. It's a safety car ending, but the lights are still flashing on it. I thought they were supposed to go out. Max Verstappen slowing everybody down now. He's letting the safety car do its own thing, get a distance away so he can floor it as normal and drive off into the distance, leaving everyone in his wake. Let us know in the chat what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please, and click the notifications bell. Give us a thumbs up, pretty please. Here we go. Verstappen floors it. Lap 4 of 19. And he's already got a 0.7 second lead over Leclerc. Yeah, he caught Leclerc napping a little bit there. It's not up to nearly 0.9 of a second. So the drivers that are out currently are Lance Stroll and Lando Norris. Looks like Ocon got away with taking his 10-second penalty under the safety car, so fair play to him. That's pretty quick thinking. Let's have a rundown of who's where. So first we've got, have a guess, Max Verstappen. Second, Leclerc. Third, Ricciardo. Fourth, Perez. Fifth, Sainz. Sixth, Piastri. Seventh, Hulkenberg. Eighth, Magnussen. Ninth, Hamilton. 10th, Tsunoda. 11th, Gasly. 12th, Sargent. Good start from Sargent. 13th, Zhou Guanyu. 14th, Russell. 15th, Bottas. 16th, Albon. 17th, Ocon. And last but not least, Fernando Alonso. Alonso's lost 10 places from the start, obviously, in that incident with Hamilton. Magnussen's made up 6 positions. Sargent's made up 6 positions. Drivers, everybody's on the medium apart from Tsunoda and Sargent. They're on the soft. And Alonso obviously came in for a puncture. He's gone out on the hard. Lap 5. Leaders Verstappen. 1 second clear of Leclerc. Important DRS. 1.1 now. Ricciardo, 2.8 seconds. Perez has just taken Ricciardo, ran a bit wide, but got the move done. Yeah, 1.3 seconds now the lead at the front. Leclerc in second, Perez third, Ricciardo fourth, Sainz in fifth. Sainz is trying to outbrake Danny Rick. You've got to be pretty good on the brakes, though, to beat Ricciardo, haven't you? I mean, the car he's in's not exactly the best, but it's not an absolute dog, is it? So Sainz is putting some pressure on Ricciardo now. It's going to have to because Piastri's within striking distance of Sainz, so it's going to be a case of overtake or be overtaken. 6 laps gone. It's looking like a bit of a procession at the minute. Let's be honest, we've had one overtake, Perez on Ricciardo. Let us know in the chat any thoughts you've got, any questions you've got. I'll try and answer them. There's every chance you know more than I do. But just showing a replay of the overtake of Perez on Ricciardo. Good move. Did run wide, but Ricciardo he went left to defend, and Perez went even further left. So there was a dust shower came up. All the crap that's on that side of the track, all the marbles got thrown in the air. So all things considered, good move by Perez. So yeah, the stewards are not happy apparently. I think it was Norris who left his car and walked into the pits. So the Norris incident, race control, entering the track on foot, being noted. So what, has he got a penalty coming his way for that, or is it just a fine? We shall find out. Don't forget to join us tonight for the qualifying for the main race. I think that's 9 p.m. start UK time. We'll give it a go. Could be exciting. Let's be honest. If Verstappen gets pulled tonight, I think tomorrow's race is just going to be a procession. But I think the only challenger of what we've seen so far to Verstappen is going to be Leclerc in the Ferrari. And if Leclerc can challenge in the Ferrari, then hopefully Sainz can pull his finger out and we can end up with 2 people putting the pressure on him. I don't think although it was funny yesterday, I don't think the McLaren has got the out and out 1 lap pace to challenge the Red Bull, but certainly not from the final sprint qualifying 3. But there was something amiss with that final 1 lap that Lando Norris put in. He was something like 0.8 of a second off. Hamilton's complaining I'm very slow on the straight. Yeah, the car's a dog, mate. That Mercedes has just gone backwards. Just gone backwards. So yeah, hopefully tonight the Ferraris can put a challenge to Red Bull, and Verstappen's not going to get it all his own way. Currently on lap 8 of 19, Verstappen's out in front by almost 1.4 seconds. Magnussen's just taken Hamilton. Apologies if you can hear Jack Russell howling. Stewards investigating after the sprint race. Norris entering the track on foot. Yeah, Leclerc's dropping back now. There's almost a 2-second. Verstappen in first. Leclerc almost 2 seconds behind now. Perez in third. He's over 3 seconds behind. Well, he's over 3 seconds behind Leclerc, so 5 seconds off the lead. And here is where the problem is with F1. Everybody just goes line astern now. And And this is pretty much it. Apologies, I've just got to go and sort this jacket out. Not be a second. What did I miss? I bet absolutely nothing. There you go. Yeah, you can have a closer look at me. It's as interesting as what's going on this track. Lap 10 of 19. Verstappen in front, Leclerc second, Perez third, Ricardo fourth, but Sainz is putting pressure now, real pressure on Ricardo, as he should be in a Ferrari. Well, the weather's looking nice in Miami at the minute. We're now looking at an onboard of Sainz behind Ricardo. Magnussen incident, turn 15, leaving the track and gaining an advantage. It's been noted. Verstappen's on the radio. Balance and deg update. Terrible. Zero rear grip like qualifying. So Verstappen's moaning he's got no rear grip. He's currently 2 seconds out in the lead from Charles Leclerc. Probably a good job he's got no rear grip in it. He'd be lapping people in a 19-lap sprint race. It's we've got Martin Brundle now saying the Red Bull's being quite hard on its tyres, and these are the mediums, and come on. If that Red Bull is struggling with its tyres, you can bet every other car is struggling with its tyres, so there's going to be no disadvantage from being in a Red Bull. We need an overhaul of F1. Lewis Hamilton's overtaking a Haas. The Haas is trying to fight back. They've had a little bump together. This is for eighth and ninth place. How exciting! I mean, they are marvelous cars, but racing wise, I just don't get it. Magnussen's got a 10-second penalty. 10-second penalty, leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Sainz is trying to get past Danny Rick, almost did so, but couldn't quite make it. And in doing so, he's give Piastri a chance to get on his rear wing. But unless you make the move stick right away, it doesn't, you're not going to follow that closely behind. Currently on this stream, that it's showing 0 concurrent viewers. I don't blame people. The most exciting thing about this sprint race is this watch along. Hamilton incident, speeding in the pit lane noted. Well, that's normally a slam dunk, in it? Speeding in the pit lane, so Hamilton's got a penalty coming here. You never get away with that. So he'll probably get a. Is it a 5 or a 10-second penalty? That'd drop him down to 15th or something like that. Never mind, don't speed. I'm not a lover of Lewis Hamilton, I've got to say. As I explained in previous watch-alongs, I used to like Hamilton. Then he started getting all political, and you can't be doing with that. Stick to sport, stick to what you do, which is driving a car. I've no interest in what your political views are, because you're never really going to say what you really think anyway. You're just going to do what's good for your PR. Lap 13 of 19. Max Verstappen in first. Leclerc's keeping pace with him, 1.68 seconds behind. Perez is a further 2.52 behind Leclerc. The most excitement I've had in this race was stopping me Jack Russell from whinging. Frankie James has just come in with a smile on her face, laughing. Bit of excitement. It wasn't at the start. It was Henry. Yeah, it's no good wagging your tail now. 14 laps gone. 1.8 seconds. Leclerc's behind Verstappen. I'm hoping that qualifying tonight's going to be a little bit more exciting. It's never about who's going quickest, is it, until the final session? It's always about who's in the elimination zone. That's often more exciting than the actual race itself. Sainz can't get near Ricardo now. The cars can't follow each other. I know they were supposed to be trying to sort this out, weren't they, with the ground effect of the aerodynamics playing a larger part, so they can race closer together. But it has made a bit of a difference. But Magnussen's under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. They both ran wide. Hamilton's not having it his own way there. And Yuki Tsunoda's come round the outside of Hamilton and took that position. And now you've got a train coming through, and Magnussen's a bit of a monster, isn't he? If you're going to overtake Magnussen, you better make sure you get it done clean so you can shoot off, because he's always going to have a go back at you. But if Hamilton has got a pit lane speeding infringement and it's been noted, black and white flag for Magnussen. That'll be driving standards. Well, what? Why has Hamilton's penalty not been enforced yet? If you're speeding in the pit lane, come on, they know. Hamilton's complaining he pushed me off the track. Unlucky then. You've got a penalty coming anyway. Get it enforced. Don't do it after the race. One of them where the race finishes and then they say, oh, we're going to put somebody back 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Do it while the race is going. Just to keep you updated, Verstappen's out in the lead from Leclerc by 2 seconds. Perez is in third, a further 2 seconds back. Danny Rick in fourth, a further 7 seconds back. George Russell's having a shocker down in 14th. So he's not made any impression there. Get get Hamilton's penalty enforced, and we can hear him whinging over the radio. Science is trying to have a go at Danny Rick, but no joy up to now. George Russell. George Russell is in 14th, and there's just a train of cars all following each other. Kevin Magnussen's now got a penalty. 10 seconds, a 10-second penalty. Leaving the track and gaining an advantage. I don't think he's bothered. As long as he messed Hamilton up, I think that's all he was bothered about doing. Fair play. Verstappen's 2.4 seconds ahead of Leclerc now. That's with no grip on the rear tyres. Come on, let us know in the chat. Why is this good sport? It used to be. It used to be. It's not now. Magnussen's under investigation again for his little contretemps with Lewis Hamilton, so he could have another penalty coming. Let's give you the top 10. Verstappen in first, Leclerc second, Perez third, Ricciardo fourth, Sainz fifth, Piastri sixth, Hulkenberg seventh. Good run. Eighth is Tsunoda, ninth is Hamilton, 10th is Magnussen. But surely Hamilton's got a penalty coming for speeding in the pit lane. Magnussen's got a 10-second penalty and another potential penalty coming. So in theory, that should be them two out. And Gasly's in 11th and Sargent in 12th. So that should be a position swap. I think in the sprint race, though, you want to get points, don't you, up to 8? Is it 8th place? I wish I could try and make it sound exciting, but I mean, if you're watching it, then fair enough. You can see what I can see. If you're not watching it and you're just listening to this, I've got nothing. Lap 18 of 19. Verstappen's in front by 2.6 seconds from Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Perez is a further 1.2 behind Leclerc in third place. Fourth place is Danny Rick. He's still got Sainz half a second behind him. He can't make an impression. Whether he's going to have a last lap lunge. Do you want to risk smashing your car up before qualifying? I doubt it. The mechanics have probably said, look, don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid. Nah. I mean, the commentators, I love the commentators. I think they do a great job, but they're trying to make it sound exciting when it's not. You know, clearly the Sainz was gaining on Ricciardo coming into the braking area. He was like 5-6 laps behind him, saying, "Can he brake him? Can he?" No, he can't. And all the time that they're trying to big it up and make the excitement look great, nothing's going to change. We need better racing. That's what it's all about. I mean, it wouldn't matter, would it? If these cars were slowed down by 20, 30 mile an hour and the racing was better, surely that'd be better. I mean, you get better racing watching go-karts. So we're on lap 19. of 19. Max Verstappen's in the lead now by 3 seconds over Charles Leclerc. Perez is still in third. Carlos Sainz is slightly closer to Danny Rick, but let's be honest, if you who cares? Who cares? Apart from Ferrari. Oh yeah, Hamilton incident, speeding in the pit lanes under investigation. They're going to look at it after the race. Why? They've got all the data there. They know if you've been caught speeding, and it's black and white. You either have or you have not. And if you have, why has a penalty not been enforced? So we've got a little 3-car race here. Ricciardo in fourth, Sainz in fifth, and Piastri in sixth. They're all nose to tail. Verstappen's just crossed the line, by the way. Charles Leclerc, he just crossed the line. Perez has crossed the line. Sainz had a real go at Ricciardo there, but couldn't get past. So Ricciardo's in fourth. Sainz in fifth. Piastri in sixth. Hulkenberg in seventh. Hamilton eighth. That's not going to stand. Tsunoda in ninth. Magnussen 10th. That's not going to stand because he's got a penalty. Gasly in 11th. That was a bit of a yawn fest. Yeah, everybody's showing a pit stop because they all had to drive through behind the safety car. Verstappen on the radio sounded bored. Yeah, he's saying his car's not good, but let's be honest. I think we're going to get the same result tomorrow as well, and we'll probably get the same result tonight in the qualifying. Tune in, we'll watch it, we'll give it a go. Hopefully there'll be some excitement. No doubt we'll find out what the finishing position for Hamilton and Magnussen was, because if they both got penalties coming, they won't be finishing in the respective places they finished in the race. Yeah, 3 penalties for Magnussen in one sprint race. That's got to be a record, hasn't it? Right. I'm Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. We've just done a live watch along of the Miami GP, the sprint race. Tonight we've got the qualifying coming up for the main race. That'll be at 9 o'clock. Click the notifications bell and join me then. Hopefully we'll have some excitement. Not holding my breath, but there you go. Join us in the chat. Let's get a bit of community going, a bit of banter. Let us know your thoughts. I will see you later on this evening. Take care, everyone.